I need you to be honest with me for 1 second. Have you ever had that moment where you're like, from tomorrow, I'm going to become that girl? Like proper transformation. 5 a.m. wake up, perfect routine, clean room, hydrated skin, reading more books, focusing on your academics, healing, glowing. And then it's 2:17 a.m. You're scrolling reels, watching how to fix your life videos while actively not fixing your life. Yeah, welcome. This video is for that version of you. And you should watch this video till the end because these are not just books, these are like elder sister advice disguised as books, but in a non judgy way. Like, not fix your life immediately, more like,
Hey, I tried this, it worked for me, maybe you should try this, and you will be okay.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Arshia. I talk about books and sometimes about life, and sometimes I accidentally create chaos for content. Like the time where I designed my entire eat outfit. Yeah, I'm still not over that. So, if you like books plus slightly unhinged decisions, you should probably subscribe. And if you want to see the version of me that doesn't make it to YouTube, the real behind the scenes or the more creative chaos, you can follow me on Instagram. वहाँ पे मेरा filter थोड़ा कम हो जाता है and it gets a lot more emotional and literal. Okay, coming back to the books. Let's talk about books. First, जिसकी मेरे पास physical copy नहीं है is How to be a Hepburn in a Hilton World. Okay, story time. There was a phase in my life where I decided I'm going to be classy now. It was soon after I finished watching Barbie and the Princess Charm School. Like, I'm going to be classy now, like elegant, soft spoken, graceful, basically giving old money vibes without the money. So I started walking slowly, talking softly. I even practiced balancing a book on my head. Like, yeah, I know you did too. And then someone made a joke, and I laughed like a crazy mad woman at full volume in public. And that's when I realized,
क्लासी बनना उतना भी easy नहीं है.
and this book is basically for that. It teaches you how to be elegant without becoming boring. Like how to dress well, how to speak well, how to carry yourself, but still have a personality. Because let's be honest, no one wants to be classy and miserable at the same time. This book doesn't teach you how to be a grandma, but how to own your personality in a way that's elegant, in a way that's classy for any woman. Next, we have You Are a Badass. This book is, I can say it as, it's that one friend who gives you a reality check from time to time. Like,
You're amazing, but also why are you ruining your life?
it talks about self sabotage, and I feel like we don't even realize how much we do that. Like,
Like I will start later, I'm not ready for this, I'm not good enough for this, I can't do this right now.
and then years pass, and you're like, oh, so I was the problem. Great. And this book is basically like no more excuses, but in a fun way. Like you're laughing, and then suddenly you are like, wait, this is serious. It talks about how to start living an awesome life and have fun at the same time. Because what's a life without fun? Okay, next we have Girl Wash Your Face. This book feels like that late night conversation with your best friend where you're both like,
We need to get our lives together.
but also you're eating snacks and not actually doing anything. It talks about the lies we believe, like,
I'm not enough. I can't do this. This is just my personality. You have to deal with it. I can't change it.
and literally, I remember once I told myself, I'm just not a disciplined person, I can't do this. And I accepted it as a fact. And then I was shocked when I had no discipline. Like, hello, this book basically calls you out on that, but gently. Like, stop lying to yourself. You deserve better. You don't need to be a disciplined person. Discipline isn't a personality trait, it's a habit you can train yourself over a period of time. So, yeah, this book teaches you to do that. And then we have Girl Stop Apologizing by the same author. This one hit me personally because I didn't even realize what I was at one time in my life, a people pleaser, and I used to say sorry a lot. Like someone bumps into me and I go sorry, 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 my bad. Like, why am I even apologizing? And I believe a lot of girls do this. We shrink ourselves, explain ourselves. Sometimes we over explain ourselves. We wait for permission. And this book is like, no, stop. Take up space, have opinions, be ambitious, and do not feel guilty about it, which is easier said than done, but still, it's quite important. Next is Like She Owns the Place. This book is about confidence, but not the fake kind, not like fake it till you make it. It's not like I'm confident because I look good today, or I'm confident because I have my lucky charm with me. No, the kind where even on your worst day, like everything is going bad, nothing is going according to the plan, but you still feel okay being yourself. And I had this moment myself in my college years where I walked into the classroom and saw this group of people hanging out together and immediately felt I don't belong in that group. Like everyone is smart, better, smarter, way more cooler, and I just wanted to leave. Like I could never be a part of them, like I could never be a part of their group. And I keep thinking, what would have happened if I just walked up to them and thought, I deserve to be here, I deserve to be a part of their group? How would my college years be different? How great memories could have I created? How less of a lonely person I could have felt and had more fun? And this book is basically about building that mindset that you belong there, you do deserve to be there, slowly but realistically. Like you gotta be yourself, and this helps you in that. Okay, so now coming to the bonus time, because clearly I don't know how to stop. First is not particularly for a girl, but it is a courage to be disliked,
Think every yeah for London.
which I think everyone should read at least once in their lifetime. This book is dangerous because once you understand the philosophy behind it, you can't go back. It basically says you're not responsible for other people's opinion, like at all. You don't have to care about what other people think about you, and the same goes the other way around. Like they are not responsible for your opinions as well. And I remember there was a time where, again, in my college years, I used to think that what will people think about me, and used to kind of again succumb to myself, shrink myself down, like what will people think? But now I look back and I'm like, people were not even thinking about me. They were too busy figuring it out, figuring their own life. They didn't have enough time to think about me. This book helps you detach from that fear, which is honestly freeing. But what I love the most about this book is that it talks about the relationship boundaries. That's one thing which I have always found myself crossing. We girls हम आपको हमेशा दूसरों की फिक्र रहती है. We always think like what is happening with this person and I want to be with them. And आप help करने जाके you just cross the boundaries. Sometimes it's okay to let that person be in their own space. It's good to give other person a space for themselves, and also you have your own space and you do not let other people interfere in that space. So yeah, that is a good reminder. Next book is Great Women of Islam. This is not particularly for Muslim girls out there. This book is for everyone. This isn't just a book, it's more like a perspective or a biography. It talks about women who had strength, patience, and faith, who had dealt with the real problems, like some real traumatizing things in ways we can't even imagine. But sometimes when life feels overwhelming, reading about real people who went through real absolute struggles and still stood strong, it's low-key empowering. It's low-key, it grounds you, it reminds you that you're capable of more. You have the same root, you are the same. So you can hold on to your life, you can enjoy your life a little, you can be strong in the face of adversities. And lastly, we have the most powerful woman in the room is you. This book is giving like quiet confidence, like not loud, not showy, just presence. You walk in a room and people notice, not your clothes, not your stuff, but they just notice because you're not trying to be someone else, but because you're comfortable. I feel that that's the kind of confidence we should aim for. Not perfection, not validation, just being okay with who you are. The reason why I mentioned this very last, because I didn't enjoy it fully. Like I gave it 3 out of 5 because it was a little boring. And the author kept on repeating that she had 3 kids, she was married, she was a business on, she was an entrepreneur and a writer, and blah blah blah. And she used that point as a selling point, like, I am doing this all, appreciate me, appreciate me. It felt a little too much. That's the reason why I did not like it. But this book actually gives you very excellent advices. The one which I still carry is that networking is very important. No matter what your business is, networking is always important. As a law student, as a first generation lawyer, I know that you have to have networks. Connections can open up a lot of doors for you. So this was the first book which kind of gave me a practical explanation of how networking could help you. So that's the reason why I mentioned it, but I also mentioned it last. So it's up to you to read it or not, but it's good if you read it. So yeah, these are the books I wish someone had told me about when I was like 14, when I was confused, when I was overthinking, trying to figure everything out. And honestly, I'm still that person. I'm still a work in progress, but I'm just slightly more aware of what I want, what I don't want, and where I want to be and where I don't want to be. And if you're watching this, if you're still watching this, and if you feel like you're behind in life or you don't have it all figured out, like everyone else, your colleagues, your peers, they are so much better, they are doing well in their life, they have their whole life figured out, they have their goals, ambitions, something is happening in their life. Meanwhile, you're sitting at home scrolling through social media, watching YouTube videos. I just want you to know that no one has their life figured out. And everyone who says that they have their life figured out is just pretending. That's it. In reality, no one knows what's happening in their life. Everyone is going with the flow and trying their better, I can say. And also, if you want to see me struggle in a completely different way, you can go watch my video on where I design my Eid outfit. Or if you need more book recommendations or want to know my current TBR, you can watch my previous video where I talk about the 10 books on my GBR. So yeah, that's that. See you in the next. Allah Hafiz.